Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio August 22, 2022. You could temporarily second-guess things. This transit challenges you to question the ordinary, but this is about taking a detour, not facing a roadblock. Imagine, dream, and consider options that you've forgotten. It's important to be flexible and willing to adapt. Physical energy levels may be on the low side, but creative imagination is powerful and may very well be uplifting. Also today, Pluto begins its yearly retrograde cycle, prompting you to review your financial affairs, attitude towards money and things, what and who you value, and self-worth. While fears or worries related to money and security can magnify as this shift happens, the retrograde cycle itself helps you gain perspective. Your choices and decisions improve with less pressure on you to control or micromanage your practical affairs. Even so, it's important not to push matters that need to evolve in their own due time. The moon continues to glimmer through your romantic house of love, passion, and pleasure, which means you're likely focusing on themes surrounding your heart's desires and carnal instincts, but there's more. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, Mercury returning to its sign of rulership, today will bring clarity and movement to your harmony-seeking 7th house of relationships, which means you're not only prone to being more vocally expressive but also fast-moving, and perhaps even a bit fickle. Pluto will also station retrograde today via your stability-seeking 2nd house of comfort, finances, and value systems, which means it's time to take your power back. Time to make some financial changes. Today, Pluto stations retrograde in Capricorn, implying that you will begin to transform your security, concept of value, and budget over the next few months. Slowly but surely, your financial sector will undergo quite a transformation that tests the power dynamics in your relationship with money. Try to secure what you have before fully diving into this retrograde. Meanwhile, Mercury will enter Virgo, bringing forth a light-hearted quality to your professional commitments and relationships. It will be the perfect transit to wittily negotiate. Have you been invited to a party that's supposed to take place today? If you think you haven't, you'd better check your calendar again. All signs imply that you could forget a lot of important things right now, and one of them might be a social event, perhaps business-related. This might not be one of your best days. Usually you tend to have a memory like an elephant. But just for today, keep your calendar handy. Relations with your circle of friends will strengthen. Opposing points of view can be easily reconciled and you are able to create an open, tolerant atmosphere. The mutual trust you share will increase and other people feel at ease with you. Perhaps someone will reveal intimate details to you that make your ties to him or her even more intensive. Don't read too much into a weird situation this time. Something you've been looking forward to for a while might need to be put off for a bit. In the meantime, don't drive everyone crazy with your pacing. Just chill. Strengthen existing relationships by proposing new venues and occasions to meet. If there is someone you want to give a more important role in your life, let them know or give them a sign. If the object of your desire doesn't react to your gentle attempts, do not change your strategy. Be patient, bide your time. You may find that there is a bit of a somber mood hindering your emotions today, but in general, things are in your favor. You will find that the contacts you make with others are extremely valuable and that you can gain a great deal of information from the social interactions you have with others. This is a good day to multitask and cross things off your list. Your day may be highlighted by a relative. It's a 8-day and it would not be surprising if you received a visit or a call asking for your assistance. Given your natural inclination towards helping others and generosity, you may have to weigh everything out before committing to someone in this regard. Keep in mind that you have much to do for yourself, as well, and that there are going to be times when you can't do everything that's asked of you. If requests made today are not feasible, be sure to say no. Our eyes in the sky. As Mars continues its journey through the signs, your eye for detail is sharp. However, try not to get overly fixated on small imperfections. This energy is asking us to take a step back from our projects and look at things from a wider point of view. There is the potential to catch mistakes and learn from them today, but only if we choose to step outside of what we already know. Try not to be too rigid in your analytical thinking. Let creativity flow while still striving for excellence. This will be especially important as we move through the upcoming weeks and into the retrograde that begins at the end of October. This unpleasant aspect can make it difficult for you to praise your own work. Being overly critical of yourself is a very real possibility when this energy is present, so cut yourself some slack and take a time out if you begin to feel self-doubt. Luckily, this energy begins to abate in favor of more helpful aspects in the cosmos. A sense of clarity is likely to rush over you, and you'll begin to see new ways to harness your own power and create structures designed to help you succeed. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries. After midnight, Mars enters Gemini, having spent over 6 weeks transiting Taurus. While Mars was in the sign of the Bull, pursuing our goals was a matter of persistence. We were content to dig in our heels, refusing to let go of causes that were worth the wait. Yet now that Mars dips its boot into the sign of the Twins, we are decidedly less focused and more non-committal. There are pros and cons to any planet-sign combination. Mars in Gemini is adept at strategy, able to visualize clever solutions and plans of attack. Passion and wit fuse seductively in this terrain. We aren't as shy to chase our conquests, because we aren't considering long-term repercussions so much as immediate gratification. By the same token, immediate embarrassments due to miscalculations also more easily roll off our backs. However, Mars in Gemini can also weaponize information and speech. While we might intend to avoid a war of brute force and physical aggression, a thoughtless word can still land a devastating blow. From now until March 25th, we should be cautious of how we leverage language against others. We might regret hitting our chosen target after the fact. In the pre-dawn hours, the Gemini moon sextiles Venus in Leo, helping us to share what is on our minds. This is a celebratory influence that favors social gatherings and entertainment. However, many of us will still be asleep at this hour, and so this aspect may manifest in relaxing dreams. It would be wise to record any recollections immediately upon waking, as our reverie may not linger long after we've opened our eyes. Regardless, we'll bring our positive attitude with us into our morning. Our mood guarantees that events will flow in our favor.